What is up, YouTube? It is Docky or Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another GodFall video for you all today. Now, like I said in my last video, we got GodFall videos all week planned, and this video is no different, and it's going to be the first in a long line of videos that are going to be coming out on the channel where we break down each of the 12 Valorplates that will be released at launch. Now, originally this video was going to be all about Aegis Horn, but because we kind of just got some information on him relatively soon, and yeah, it probably would have been way easy to make a video, I wanted to go with the character or a Valorplate that we really haven't seen too much information on, that being Mesa. Now, there's definitely other Valorplates that I definitely wanted to cover as well, but considering it's kind of a weird mix of things that we have right now when it comes to GodFall, where we have a bunch of information on Valorplates, but no footage on Valorplates, and I kind of want to compare or put the footage with the Valorplates for that video. So some of these videos may take a bit longer to come out than others, like Hinterclaw, because we have pretty much everything we need to know on Hinterclaw, but we have no footage for Hinterclaw. Same with Armistice as of late. We got some information on him as well, but no footage for him. So there's a lot of different cases like that where we actually have quite a bit of information, but we have no footage for the Valorplates. Now, luckily with Mesa, we have a bit of information, but we got a lot of footage on it. So it's really kind of a reverse situation when it comes to Mesa. So we're going to talk about everything that we know so far for Mesa, and you'll be able to see some of the gameplay at least in the background to go with her. And because this video probably won't be too long because we don't have a crazy amount of information on Mesa, by the end of the video there will be some footage that you can see of Mesa using her different abilities, her weapons. We even get to see her Archon ability in action and more. So definitely stay tuned to the end if you want to catch that. So like always, without further ado and wasting any more time, let's hop straight into the Mesa information. Now, like most of the Valorplates in the game, the dev said that they are based off of the different zodiacs or constellations, and if we're going off of the ram-based design that Mesa is kind of inspired by, I'd assume that she'd be based off of Aries, potentially Capricorn, but I think Capricorn is more goat if we're being real rather than ram, but it is clear that Mesa is inspired by a ram design. Now, I had mentioned she at first because technically the armor for Mesa is very feminine. Now, in the game, we know that our avatars are supposed to be the last remaining knights of this Valorian order, but we don't know if our gender can be changed for our avatars or if we're just genderless avatars, and if we can in fact switch our genders, if it'll actually apply to the Valorplates. Now personally, I don't think that's the case because lore wise each of the Valorplates were based off of the 12 original Archons. Now what this could potentially mean and why there's different genders for each of the Valorplates is that if there's a female Archon, the Valorplate could be representative of that female Archon. So Mesa's Archon that it is inspired by potentially could have been a female, hence why the armor or the Valorplate for Mesa is a female design as well. Now when it comes to her elemental abilities, she is one of the ones that we do know of right off the bat, and according to the dev, she is a poison focused Valorplate. And by some of the gameplay that we see, she kind of might be a crowd control style or even status inflicting Valorplate, especially with an element like poison, kind of have to be. And when we get into the Archon ability, yeah, I think that's pretty much what they were going for. And speaking of Archon abilities, again, as the dev stated, they said that it will be a poison focused ability that will deal damage over time and spread to nearby enemies on death. So again, that kind of mixes with the crowd control status over time effects or playstyle for Mesa. Now, luckily, I believe it was in one of the Gamescom trailers, if I'm not mistaken, we got to actually see the Archon ability in action. She drops 3 golden spires into the ground and it shoots out purple beams of energy towards an enemy. Now, we didn't see it doing damage, but at the same time, the HUD's completely gone, so it could have been doing damage over time. Once you kill the enemy, you also see it explode. Now, the different spires also seem to be ranged based because they were all shooting at one specific enemy, but when the camera turns, you see one spire is shooting at an enemy further away. So it might be based off of the distance that the enemies are around the spires before they could get hit with the beam, but for the most part, that's what the ability does. Hit them with some poison damage over time, and then once you kill the enemy, they'll spread that poison to nearby enemies when they die. Now sadly, there are some things we still don't know about Mesa, like her unique trait that each Valorplate in the game has and can be buffed when the Archon ability is active. And some other things we don't know is what type of Valorplate she's going to be. As I mentioned in my previous video, there's 3 types of Valorplates. There's your balanced Valorplates, which are your hybrid class Valorplates. You have your specialized Valorplates, which spec into a specific attribute for that character. And then you have your exotic Valorplates, which are still kind of unknown at the moment. So we don't know which category Mesa is going to fall into, but if it's really all about CC and poison and dealing damage, I could see her potentially being a specialized Valorplate. And then lastly, when it comes to unique abilities for that Valorplate, that's something else we haven't got to see as well. Similar to Silvermane, we got to see a roar ability that stuns nearby enemies. So I'm hoping, me personally, with a ram based Valorplate, that Mesa has a headbutt. I feel like you can't have a ram design, especially a real up close aggro focused melee combat, and not have a Valorplate that headbutts. Now I know there's a bull Valorplate in the game too, and that could have some sort of a charge attack, but with the ram, I mean, come on, you gotta have a headbutt. But that's just me personally. That's what I hope to see from Mesa with her unique ability. But let me know what you think Mesa's unique ability is going to be, and what you personally think about Mesa, and if you're even going to be potentially maining Mesa when the game launches, or if you're still just waiting for a bit more information on the character. So thank you all for watching, and like always, like I said as well, I will be leaving just the undoctored 4K footage of the Mesa gameplay if you want to check that out. Like I said, you get to see our Archon ability in action with the 3 spires and everything like that. So definitely check it out. I think it's pretty cool, and because it's so crystal clear, you can see that detail. I definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested in potentially playing Mesa when the game drops. So again, thank you all for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Links to all my social media accounts are in the video description. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. If you didn't, don't. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.